between Linlinlin and VioletPumpkin, both having won one match each so far. And whoever wins this gets to go on and face Andy in the grand finals.
Mm-hmm. So, I believe the way this match went down so far, we had, I believe, Linlin took the first one, and then Violet brought it back to 1-1 in the previous match.
The other way around. So Violet won first round by a lot of very lucky routing.
Why did that not get recorded in the challenge? Anyway.
Oh, whoops. So we have, Violet won the first match in a just lucky routing for Violet, while Lynn picked up and recovered that second match.
Speaking of routing, it is time to do some playing. Alright, so both runners doing things ever so slightly different here.
Not that big of a difference between the two of them when it comes to what they got from picking those two different locations. Linlinlin is now heading on over to check the witch's hut and probably move on then to pull a hula hand.
Yeah, good old 225 rupees early on in the seed. Pretty nice. VioletPumpkin finding what I call the business entrance of Spectacle Rock Cave here in the Hyrule Castle. I personally would pick up that heart right now.
Yes, definitely. Early on, especially if you find yourself anywhere in the Dark World, having a bonus heart to take a couple of blows would be nice.
Yeah, and going through this connector here is another option I probably would take, just because it's so, available.
And here's our Dark World access, so that is nice to know.
Yeah, not interested in performing any bunny shenanigans at the moment. And we get another heart. That was the Sanctuary heart, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so Sanctuary heart in Link's house. Nice.
That's basically vanilla, right?
Yeah, more or less.
Alright, so Lynn now going to be heading for the North Shore play here.
While Violet follows in Lynn's footsteps to check what's over here, see what's in the prize pool today for the little green guys. Nothing fun.
And looks like we found Thieves Town already, so there you go.
Giving us a small key to Swamp. Ooh, that is a nice small key to find.
Okay, Swamp Small Key already available. That's the one Swamp Small Key, and it basically locks everything but the very first chest in that dungeon. So, always a nice thing to find. Especially, unless, of course, you don't have to do Swamp. In which case, you're just like, really? Now do I have to do Swamp?
Yeah, it's nice to have the key on hand before you need to know if you have to go in there or not. It's just a peace of mind item for our runners to have. We're getting ourselves a map to Swamp, so we'll be able to find out as soon as they want to check their map if Swamp is required.
That is, as soon as they want to check their map in the Dark World. So they got to get there first. But we know of a way to get to the Dark World anyway, so it won't be like super hard to do. Meanwhile, Violet will be heading over to the Thieves Town location as well. I just missed what was on the island there.
Just a piece of heart. Just a piece of heart on the island today.
And Lynn is going to go ahead and buy a bunch of bombs, which is not a bad idea.
Yeah, early game bombs are very important. While you're diving things, you don't know what you're going to come across, and especially without any other weapon, bombs are your only options right now.
Alright, so Linlin Lynn has located a connector cave here, which is accessible from both directions, although only one of them logically if it's a Dark World thing, but that's beside the point. And gonna go for it. This was in the Light World Hype Cave entrance, which is fine because you can just get right back to where you were if you miss it. And hello.
Oh, yes, Death Mountain. That is very nice to find. And it being Light World 2 is that we get to peek at everything up here that we can get in and access the items inside.
Alright, we just found out that our 5 and 6 crystals are in fact Turtle Rock and Tower of Hera. We found that out from the bomb shop vendor himself up there on Death Mountain.
That is some good knowledge to have, especially knowing Turtle Rock is required. You know that you're going to have to find an ice rod somewhere along the way.
Alright, so Lynn, once again, doing a pretty thorough investigation of the entrances here, although he's yet to check the sort of vanilla entrance where you get up here the first time, but that will probably happen after some additional upper checks, and that is a Paradox Cave.
That is very, very nice.
Meanwhile, VioletPumpkin locates the Hyrule Castle at the what is called in the spoiler log the Lake Hylia Fairy Cave, but you associate it with Eastern Palace area. It's right outside of the Eastern area.
And Lynn just picked up a small key to Misery Mire there, inside what is Graveyard
It's Graveyard Ledge, that is correct.
Yes, Graveyard Ledge on Death Mountain.
Alright, just a shop there. I think that means that the Old Man Rescue is at Tower of Hera.
Yep, it has to be at this point.
Meanwhile, VioletPumpkin heading through the escape area. No real surprises here. We know where Sanctuary is, and it's not inaccessible, so there's no reason to really scum the key here.
And now we're getting our look into Paradox Cave. So this is a nice 7-item check. As long as Lynn has no trouble taking out those mini mole dorms upstairs, we're good to get it all done. And potentially even check one of the other exits.
Picking up a nice magic drop and a sword and a flippers. Good lord.
Okay, Paradox is paying out so far. Let's see what's in these last 3 items here. Heart piece, and 10 arrows.
Well, I mean, sword and
Still
flippers,
worth it.
that's good enough.
Yeah, that's real nice. And we are taking a dip back here to go up and check the top of Paradox Cave exit.
Meanwhile, VioletPumpkin finishing with the front of escape area, not going to go to Dark Cross just yet, and instead going to continue with the Eastern Palace area. Lol.
Okay, that's fun. That's fun to see.
So both endpoints, both of the other endpoints of Paradox Cave are sitting there on Dark East Death Mountain, which is kind of interesting if you find a mirror.
Yep.
But if you found a mirror, well, you need a hammer as well, so it's just like, yeah. Oh, so Linlinlin has not started from Sanctuary yet, apparently.
No, Lynn is now taking a dip in.
And we found Misery Mire at the Eastern Palace entrance.
Okay, that's interesting to see. That's something to bank away for later once we get the ability to go into Mire.
The Turtle Rock main entrance at the cave near Flute 5. And yeah, that's basically what you step inside there for. It's a free magic refill.
Yep.
Okay,
And
Lynn going for the bomb jump here. Yeah, he was not low enough to pull that off.
But you still get a bonus exit out of it either way.
Yeah. You basically have to be on the lowest possible pixel to make that work. There might be 2 pixels of leeway. I don't think so, though.
And we're going into the back of Escape here, see what's inside. We're getting the big key to Eastern Palace, a map to Dark Palace, and just a bunch of...
A hefty chunk of change.
Yes.
Alright, VioletPumpkin now will be headed for the South Shore area. Gonna, again, check the Light World Hype Cave. Might be interested in following the connector. We'll see. No.
She's skipping out for now. We'll see where she's heading to. She's going up. Okay, she's going to Kakariko now, I believe.
Fair enough. Yeah. You want to check that one that's right next to Link's house pretty quick, but the other 2, you kind of want to, like, maybe wait for a flute or a glove so that you can check everything else around there. Like, a flute will get you there in a hurry, so that's nice to have.
Lynn is now going down to check the dam, so we'll see what's in there today. Spiral? Okay. And she's taking it now with that fancy... sorry, he's taking it now with that fancy sword that he has on hand.
I don't know if fancy is the word I'd use to describe it, but yeah.
It's fancier than a bunch of bombs.
Fair enough. Alright, so we've got the archery game found at the library, so if we ever get desperate for cash, there's a place to go.
Now, with already having over 500 rupees for Violet, I don't see her taking the time to do the archery game at this point. That's enough for, ooh, Quarreling Brothers. That's a nice find.
Meanwhile, Lynn has found the sick kid at the traditional entrance of Paradox Cave. Which I guess the exit of Spiral Cave, I think it was like vanilla exit of Spiral Cave.
I believe so.
Paradox Middle was the Spectacle Rock Cave observation entrance.
And we are seeing 2 simultaneous dungeon dips right now. VioletPumpkin going into Palace of Darkness, while Lynn is taking a dip into Turtle Rock.
So Turtle Rock, currently only equipped with bombs and a sword. Okay, today I learned that bombs kill those floating skulls in one shot.
That's good information to have. Not that you really want to, with all of the other things around here.
Yeah, but they deal so much damage, I don't want them to be anywhere near me.
And Lynn cleaning up that room pretty fast, getting himself that key that he needs to get through here.
Well done.
Just giving us a compass to Eastern Palace. And we have found Ganon.
Yep, Ganon's sitting there at the Magic Bat location. So we're gonna need either a hammer or double gloves and mirror to get that. Which, normally would be like, well, of course you're gonna need that before you get to Ganon, but this is Crosskeys, you don't know. Oh,
Ooh.
hello!
Yep, that is a big find. Fire rod inside.
Speaking of hello, there's the big key of Ganon's tower sitting in the Ice Rod Cave in the right side of the right snitch house. There in Eastern Palace. Eastern Palace. That's not Eastern Palace, it's Kakariko Village. How do I mix that up? Those are like completely across the map from each other, and one's a dungeon.
Good job. Bottle Vendor isn't paying out today, just giving a piece of heart.
Alright, useless fairy cave at the well. Meanwhile, Lynn's gonna go to Hobo. Violet's still checking out the various entrances within Kakariko Village. We find Agina's cave. Hello.
This is a nice free check to get out of the way, just at the expense of one bomb.
A Turtle Rock small key at the Hobo. Meanwhile, a bomb refund inside the Agina's cave check.
Well, at least it wasn't a wasted bomb. And we're getting a check on Lynn's side now into what's on the island here. Oh, and we have found Hype Cave.
The Hera big key. The mirror found at the chest game.
Oh, that is a nice find. And that's pretty accessible, so both of them will have that fairly early.
But Hype Cave takes the cake with a hook shot and a glove.
Oh
Hello.
my goodness. Okay, big payoff. Big payoff for Lynn right now.
That's 10.5 out of 10.
Yep. Living up to the name. Not a meme today.
So yeah, the chess game there, having the mirror, that was at the fortune teller's hut in the light world.
Yeah.
Small key sitting on the ground in the Lost Woods. What is it to? It is Skull Woods. So just fell through a portal somewhere, just landed outside. I don't know.
Finding Agus Tower on Lynn's side now, taking that dip in to check one item in here.
Yeah, with a fire rod, killing those initial guards is real quick. And a second Turtle Rock key.
Yeah, that's a nice find.
Nobody's ahead.
Chat's ahead. That's about it. We're getting the Ether Medallion over on Violet's side.
Cane of Brian as well. So we found the Ether Medallion and the Cane of Berna in the Uncle's Tunnel, which is thankfully at the Lumberjack Cave. So unless there is
the best drop down.
Yeah. Unless there is something we need from some other way, from some weird, just weird, how do I words, scenario, we should not need to complete Agate Tower today. We may have to get a key and go for the second chest.
Yeah, so there's a chance of a second dip for Lynn into Aga Tower, but nobody needs to kill Aga today. Aga 1 is not required. But from what I can tell now, what is our missing drop down at the moment?
I
I
think we
believe
got
it's the
two
well.
missing drop downs.
Oh, okay.
We're missing both the well and the magic bat.
Oh, yes.
Because we have not seen the sanctuary drop down yet.
And Violet's now taking a little run up on the top of Hyrule Castle.
Ah, that's how we got there.
Yes, Quarreling Brothers, because she found that connector right away, but she opted to check out the rest of Kakariko before following through.
And Zora not really panning out, and Lynn's like, no, I want my money. Violet is going to go ahead and follow Super Bunny Cave here. The mirror in hand, that's going to be quick.
And we're getting our first bottle over on Violet's side inside Super Bunny Cave.
Fair enough. So we do know where Sick Kid is. It's over on the east side of... It's in the, traditional Paradox middle entrance. And that is the right side of Desert, which is not a super important connector, but it does get you over here, give you an excuse to check Agina's Cave and these various things in the area. Alright, so Linlinlin is now doing Dark Cross, it looks like. There's our blacksmith. What I like to call the Canyon Cave. Just the Canyon Cave.
Yeah, that's a good location. Not the best when you're trying to chain everything in together. Bit of running around for it.
Alright, so as we know, Spiral Cave here is going to lead to sort of the vanilla Spiral Cave entrance. And so Violet should be able to check the Sick Kid with that bottle. We'll see what that is. So it is unfortunate that Violet decided not to follow the connector just outside Link's house to get to the west side of Death Mountain where you could get those sword and flippers.
She will be back over there eventually, but it's some lost time depending on how much Lynn actually makes use of everything. Lynn did get some good use out of the flippers already.
Alright, Violet once again heading... Well, let's just head into Turtle Rock, so if this pans out, Violet will pick up the Fire Rod here.
Now she's on a little bit of low hearts right now, so it's going to be a rough one going into this room with the Pokey.
Though I imagine with just liberal use of the Cane of Brian, we could make this happen.
Yeah, she has it at the ready, so she knows what she has to do. Oh!
Oof. I was going to say, the only thing you need to remember about the Cane of Brian is it's always going to knock whatever you're hitting directly upward.
But she still has plenty of magic left, and now she has a few extra hearts going in.
You could pick up another magic in one of those pots in the previous room. Looks like Violet not even going to go for it.
Oh no, Violet! Violet! You
Well,
need
no.
you need that fire rod.
Well, Violet's going to get the fire rod right now. It's the middle chest that
Oh right, yes.
they'd be missing out here. She'd be missing out on. Meanwhile, Lynn also locates Turtle Rock. Main entrance, that is. It's about to locate Misery Mire. Alright,
There she
fire
is.
rod acquired. Alright.
She's going back in.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna make another attempt on that. Oh, well, with the fire rod, killing a Pokey is trivial. So that's what's going on right now. It's like, well...
And we are seeing a Mire dip over on Lynn's side with that hook shot in hand.
Ooh. Yeah, that's an interesting play.
Well, with two keys, and a fire rod.
Yeah, it could be an indication that there's something over there on the left side. Alright, so Violet goes right back to the mirror, heading right outside again. And now we'll finally get to see what the sick kid has.
Just 20 rupees
Womp
today.
womp.
Here comes our favorite part of Misery Mire, the cutscene.
Do 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 do. Anyway, I actually think if I'd have kept going, it would have been about right.
Yep.
To finish it.
Yep, it really would have.
Alright, so Dark Cross for VioletPumpkin. And we do see that the left side of Mire is complete and utter bait.
Yep. Not paying off. Getting an
full
extra
heart.
heart. That's not bad. Well, I mean, at this point, I'm guessing extra hearts beyond 7 now would be where it's kind of frustrating until Linlinlin goes and gets that mirror, because death warping is going to become more of an inconvenience.
Oh, well, there is our lamp inside Misery Mire, which is an interesting place to find the lamp, especially if you're uncomfortable with dark rooms.
Yep.
So finding that extra heart here is actually kind of nice for Lynn, just because he's gonna have to go through the spike room to get this other chest. And I think that's what was going on here. He decided to give it a rest. Oh my goodness, ice rod.
Yeah, we have our nice rod today. So that's a very important required item that we're going to have this time around, with Turtle Rock being a crystal, one of our 5/6 crystals as well.
And I'm a huge fan of the play there. I'm not saying I would have done it objectively, but given what was there, it was pretty good. And VioletPumpkin finds the dead end ledge out of Turtle Rock. And using the mirror to check a few more entrances here, that is a little bit of an advantage, although both of those entrances turned out to be straight up garbage.
Yep. But it was nice having that mirror on hand to be able to check them, get them out of the way quick so that you don't have to try to route that back in at any point.
Oh, it looks like Violet might be going for some bunny shenanigans here.
Pulling some magic out.
Because we know this is a connector to the Dark World.
Yeah, this seems like a good play. I like this strategy from Violet right now because it's something that she might be able to make the most of with having this early
That's
access
not low
here.
enough. What?
It was. Violet nailed it first try.
I stand corrected. Also, more bunny shenanigans.
Yep. Everywhere we go, it's bunny time.
Ah, yes, going directly for the one item that you know you can actually grab over here. Although that bomb jump is 100% not in logic. Not even close.
Oh yeah, this is breaking a bit of logic here. Especially with the items that Violet has on hand.
Alright, Lynn now entering Palace of Darkness. We know this is just a one item check at this point.
And on the pyramid, VioletPumpkin picked up our first small key to Ganon's tower, and she is mirror bonking because of those bushes in the light world.
Like you do.
And back in we go. Doing the loop again. This time going out the other side.
Well, maybe. Like, might be doing the bomb jump again. I don't know, but yeah, just going for it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, the bomb jump would have just taken her back to where she was. She had access to that area.
Yeah. The only thing is there was just a couple of more entrances over there that hadn't been checked, so I didn't know what was going to happen at that point.
No, I think that she'd go back out the other side if she wanted to. Well, she would have just taken her mirror portal back and run through it again.
So people are saying that the pearl might have been on the race game. Which might be pretty nice if you're VioletPumpkin right here. Oh, Linlinlin just did an impossible trick.
Oh yeah, that mirror clipping without the menu buffering.
Yeah, it's not possible. I don't know what you're talking about.
Witchcraft, pure witchcraft.
Alright, Desert left for VioletPumpkin, which is going to unfortunately distract from the potential of race gameplay, but who knows. Yeah, as expected, as I thought, Violet did not actually check the race game earlier, so she feels no particular pull in that direction.
Nope. She's going to... Now that she has the mirror, it might bring her back eventually, but she's probably playing her odds right now that... What are the odds it's going to be something good?
I mean, it seems like it might be a reasonable play. I mean, we're headed that direction, so there you go.
Oh yes, because she did her mirror, she did her portal save. So she is here.
Oh, there's the Cane of Samaria on the library, sitting there in the... Wait, did the library and the Arrow game trade places?
Yes. Yes, they
Yes,
did.
they did. And that is, in fact, a moon pearl.
There we go.
So looks like we might have had some required bunny shenanigans here today.
Yeah, I see. I suspect Lynn won't put it off as long when he gets his mirror. Throwing a bomb in rage at the old woman.
Now I think that was really just so that Violet could get in the center of the portal and not bonk. The third Turtle Rock key. Interesting.
Ooh.
We might end up having to see a play to Trinex earlier rather than later. Though we will definitely need the boots before that happens.
Yes. Yes.
And not because I intend for these runners to hover the gap to Trinex, but because the Cane of Samaria is sitting there on the library.
Okay, Violet just went... Oh, Violet's doing Stumpy, okay.
Right.
Violet went back into desert, but then dipped out again.
It's like, wait a minute, forgot a thing. Be right back.
Yep.
What is needed for go mode? Everything? Lots of things.
Well, we still don't know which other dungeons are required, but as of right now, we do know where the Fire Rod and Ice Rod are for Turtle Rock. We have gloves. We're not sure if we need the mitts. We might need boots.
We definitely need boots.
Definitely need boots?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we need to beat Turtle Rock. And the Cane of Samaria is locked behind the boots.
Yes, right.
And there's a gap to get to Trinex.
Okay, Lynn grabbed his mirror, but he's not going... Oh, he's taken some runs around, and I assume as soon as he finds himself in the Dark World, will make his way right to that Moon Pearl.
So Lynn does know where that Dark World access area is. I imagine he's just cleaning up the area, because just leaving entrances sitting around is not the best way to win games.
Very true, especially with this being the loser bracket finals. Game 3. Do not want to risk leaving anything behind.
Alright, Violet now gonna head south. Gonna take the connector to Death Mountain.
Oh,
we
this
know
is
it's
good.
to Death Mountain.
Yeah, this will be a good play, because that will get the gloves, will get us the flippers.
And unlike...
And hook shot.
Unlike his... well, the hook shot was in the Hype Cave, which was in that... the Lake Hylia Fairy Island thing.
Oh, right, yes. Right.
Yeah. And the glove was in there as well. And the big key of Hera, I think. Anyway. So, but the thing is, up here, we can definitely get the sword and the flippers. So, that leads to it. But also, unlike Lynn, Violet has the mirror up here, so we can see a rescue of the old man. See what that gives us. Any resources on how to play Crosskeys? My goodness, I don't know if there's like resources for Crosskeys.
There's definitely some information in our Discord, which I just linked in the chat for our tournament Discord and the ZSR Discord in general. There should be resources there. If not, there are many people connected in those Discords who would be able to point you in the right direction.
I'd also consider, just the main Link to the Past Randomizer Discord, probably a good resource there as well. And we see the Sanctuary drop down finally, which is the well.
Okay, so Magic Bat is behind Aga 2.
Yep. And wow, the third Mire key was in there. Also another GT key. So, man, if I'd have found all 3 Mire small keys, I'd have been debated over there so hard you don't even know.
Oh, nice use of the bee in the bottle there on Violet's side. There's
very
our
nice.
board. There's our flippers.
It's a little bit strange because if you do the one thing you could have done there, if she had gotten the sword, is you could have just used like the ether medallion, but she didn't have a sword yet, which is hilarious.
And Violet not checking the other exit right now, because she has more important things to do at the moment, which likely include rescuing that old man.
So yeah, apparently it turns out that both entrances of Hyrule Castle were on the, or both of the remaining entrances of Hyrule Castle were on dark East Death Mountain over there in the Turtle Rock area.
Oh.
There's lots of double connectors in that area.
Oh, a good strategy here from Violet of going Dark World to get down the mountain to save any damage from those cabbages.
Yeah, good call. Did not know you could take the old man to the Dark World like that. Also, I mean, shouldn't the old man change into something? Does he have his own moon pearl?
No, it's the eternal old man.
So that is a dark room of some sort.
Of no interest in Violet at the moment.
Alright, so Lynn is now, as we expected, making his way over toward the race game. Probably going to check that real quick and then start checking things in the general vicinity with that moon pearl.
Lynn getting that nice bit of information for later of where our Cane of Samaria is. And they're both kind of going over each other's steps now, with Lynn just picking up his Moon Pearl and Violet picking up that small key to Misery Mire.
So where are all our pod keys at? It's like We're 45 minutes into the game, and we have not seen a pod key. What kind of cross key seed is this?
This is suspicious. I'd say at this point the runners are hoping to see pendant over pod.
Oh, hi, Swamp.
That's a nice find. Good location.
Yeah. If we could find the dam, then it would be possible to get a grand total of 2 items in there right now. As you would need the hammer to get the rest of them. Violet is about to do some flipper checks, which we know will eventually, depending on when Violet heads to the island, or the island ferry, that will get the hype cave to end all hype caves, which contains the hookshot, a glove, and a Tower of Hera big key.
And she's heading back down in that direction, so that's nice to see.
Lynn, in fact, did do Zora, but then reset because it was garbage. It was a compass. All right, VioletPumpkin into the hype cave.
Yes, nice to see. And Lynn is doing some dark world checks as well.
Yeah, while Lynn was checking the vanilla entrance of Hype Cave, which has what some of us refer to as the curiosity shop inside. Oh boy, we're gonna see us some shopping mall. On both sides.
Yep. We're getting a light world and a dark world. We know what's in the light world already. I don't believe it's anything too exciting from when Lynn did the check.
Right, the Agate Tower entrance over here. Nothing to write home about. Ooh, Hookshot Cave, hello. Old man's home.
Oh, that is a nice save and quit point. If Violet does that before...
And damn! And a pod key. Well, it's about time.
Wow. 47 minutes in, we get our first pod key, folks.
Alright, so Linlinlin now going to head into Hookshot Cave. We're going to get a couple of, or 4 chests here, and then probably follow the connector would be my guess.
And Violet doing the very lucky thing of coming out in Dark Shopping Mall.
Ooh!
Doing Light World Shopping Mall, she saved and quit, and then came back at, oh my goodness, that is a mitt.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, okay.
So, the sync is a little bit real, or we've got a little bit of a high five going on here in the same area. And, aha! Finally, West Dark World access. Not that we didn't have it already from the double glove, but getting up to the top of Bumper Cave is always nice. Ooh, that's a nasty spot for the potion shop.
Yep, that's a little bit of messing around to get there. At this point, I would be hoping to never see a mushroom.
Yep. Alright, Dark Lumberjack Hut contains Sahasrara, hello. And Misery Mire turns out to be the green pendant. So the green pendant is in its vanilla location, just in a just the location is different in the world.
It's a vanilla location, but the location's not vanilla.
Correct.
I love Crosskeys.
Because Mire is at the eastern entrance. Yep, that is true. No sign of GT yet, and we kind of expect to see GT somewhat early in seeds nowadays. GT, of course, being Ganon's tower for the uninitiated.
And we're getting a catfish check over on Violet's side. See what we're getting today. A whole lot of nothing. Yet, just mirror away.
Get out. Alright, Skull Woods. Back entrance. Oh, we could see a completion here if we wanted to. If Violet wanted to try to pull it off.
I mean, with the fire rod in hand, it's good. It's a good check. And she is. She is diving in.
I mean, I don't particularly love Fighter Sword, Green Mail, but yeah. You know what?
Violet
Some
loves
people are
to
better
do-
at this game than I am.
Violet
Speaking
loves
of-
doing some of these bold moves.
Speaking of dungeons, so we
Ooh.
found Eastern Palace. That's in the chest game. Just next door is Ice Palace in the Thieves' Town entrance.
Wow. So we are running out of locations to find when it comes to our dungeons. All we have left to find is Tower of Hera still, which is definitely required, being one of our 5-6 crystals, and Swamp Palace. Oh wait, no, we found Swamp Palace. So we have that. So it's just Tower of Hera and Ganon's Tower that we need to find.
Mm-hmm. Maybe like back a desert.
Nope, Back at Desert has been found.
Really, the back of desert's been found? I didn't
Yes.
see that.
I forget where the location is, but it was found pretty early. They both just kind of took a peek in and dipped out right away. No key stealing today.
We have found Palace of Darkness. That is somewhere in Kakariko, I think.
Thank you, Velity.
And unfortunately, it does look like Violet was not quite able to seal the deal on Moth there. And
No.
sitting here complaining about pod keys, and then they just keep showing up.
You jinxed it. You jinxed it. Now everybody needs pod.
Second Skullwoods key there for Lynn. We are unfortunately without a bow, so at the moment unable to complete this dungeon, but if there's a bow in the vanilla big key chest for Eastern, well, you can just bet that this game hates you.
Nope, Ganon is, oh my
Magic
goodness. Magic Bat, yes, thank you.
We did find the powder, so we got that going for us. Or at least Lynn found the powder. And that's going to do it for Eastern. Lynn's going to peace out. I definitely do not blame Lynn for not going into Ice Palace right now. On account of not having a hammer
No,
Or a cane.
exactly. Yep. It's not a fun one to dip without those items on hand.
So I'm not sure if we've seen the other end of Bumper Cave, but that entrance of Bumper Cave is one you can traverse with just the hook shot. You don't need the cape for it. Ooh, Violet finding one of my favorite places in the game.
Nice capacity fairy, yep. And Linlinlin is taking little froggy friend for a run to the blacksmiths.
Ah, so we did find the other end of that, just not recently. So was it Lynn that found the blacksmith? I can't remember.
Yes, I do believe so. She is taking him on a world tour now. Blacksmith is over by Desert.
That is correct. And so I'm pretty sure Violet found it. But interestingly enough, this connector here, I believe, takes you to Desert Right, which is going to get you over towards the blacksmith. That's kind of hilarious. There's no way Lynn knows that.
Oh!
There's no way.
Yes! Okay, so it was Violet that found it. And Lynn is just going on a world tour.
It's going to stumble upon the blacksmith's hut. It's hilarious, and I love it.
Yeah, that was a good gamble to make.
Alright, so we see that the pod entrance is garbage, but Violet is going into Mire now. We know that the lamp and the ice rod are hiding in here. Yeah, Lynn just marked the smith on his tracker, so yeah, he just randomly ran into it. I love it. Oh, it's so good.
Pretty sus.
Alright, just 10 arrows at the sunken item. We also know that there are 2 more hearts inside Misery Mire that we haven't found yet, so that'll give you a few little things to work with. Alright, so it looks like Lynn is going to head to the West Death Mountain again to check the old man, now that the mirror is in his possession.
Still only on fighter sword between our 2 runners now, so this is interesting.
I mean, swords are overrated, right?
I guess, but I mean, you need at least one more.
And so another thing that Lynn can actually do here is, because Lynn has found the dam, we could see the first 2 chests of swamp. Now, I'm not convinced that Lynn knows that swamp is over here.
No, Lynn will be finding that shortly after recovering the old man, I suspect.
Yeah, Lynn also doing the Dark World Old Man strat here. Pretty solid.
Yeah, it's very nice to see.
Alright, so Lamp and Ice Rod acquired by VioletPumpkin as well.
A worthwhile Mire dip for both of our runners.
That's what that dark room was. With the actual old man other entrance. So there you go.
And here is our floating island. Very nice. Nothing worthwhile on it, but it's one of those connectors that you always need to find.
Alright, Lynn will now find the Swamp Palace entrance. Let's see if we get some checks here. Looks like we will. Ooh, Master Sword, yes please. I'll take one of those.
There is our sword. Yep.
We see that Ether is required to open the Turtle Rock entrance, though at the moment there is no access to that entrance. And we find another connector on top of Death Mountain, and it goes to the Mire area.
Quake required to open Mire entrance today.
Today I learned the top of that is a way to mirror directly into the entrance of Desert.
Yeah, I picked up on that when I first started watching Crosskeys, and I used it every opportunity I can.
I feel like I've probably seen it before, but I just forgot. Alright, so the Desert Ledge has a map, and VioletPumpkin's going to go ahead and pick that up. It's the map of Thieves Town.
And here
Tower
is Tower
of
of
Hera.
Hera. Yes, very nice to find, since it is very much required for both of our runners today.
Yep. I imagine we might be seeing some Hera pot shenanigans here. Oh, yes, please. I will take a blue mail all day long.
We're getting a book inside Tower of Hera, and we'll see what's inside the big chest here now in a second. Just a heart container.
So generally when I do a Hera pot, I like to go ahead and just take the vanilla fall down to that chest, because it doesn't hurt much, but it could be, I think if executed properly, the bomb jump strat's still probably quicker. Oh!
We have found Ganon. Well, Ganon's tower.
Oh, was that at the top of Paradox Cave? Was that entrance? Because VioletPumpkin left that one up there, actually. Ah, that's right. There's not a whole lot you could do in GT right now.
No, but Violet taking that fall to Moldorm. Let's
After
go
getting
round
the
2
5
fight.
hits too.
Yep.
That's just a giant feels bad. Feels bad, man, woman, and child.
There we go. Down goes Moldorm. And we're getting a big key for Thieves Town.
Aha!
And not to mention our first crystal of the match.
I imagine Lynn will be picking up the same crystal rather soon, as they do appear to be in roughly the same location. Fun fact about the house that Violet just found, if you pull Mario's face on the wall, that's a tree pole.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I'm going to save that bit of information for next time I'm running Seed.
Looks like Lynn was having a little trouble setting up the bomb location. Free red potion from the fairy here, and Lynn manages to get the correct pixel this time for some Hera pot. Yeah, Lynn's going for the vanilla drop down here. Yes, this is in fact the final game of the loser's bracket. The winner will face Andy in the finals, the grand finals of this tournament. So it's going to be a pretty hype situation either way. VioletPumpkin also finding Ganon's Tower now. As we know, there's not a ton you can do here. Luckily for Lynn, Lynn has that Master Sword from the front of Swamp, which is going to give him a little bit easier time on Moldorm. Picking up the Thieves Town Big Key and the first crystal for Lynn, tied up 1-1. And there's VioletPumpkin staring in disbelief at the entrances of Paradox Cave once again.
Yep. It's a fun connection right there.
For the West Dark World.
And we are getting a shovel over. Oh, the shovel Lynn is picking up now that Violet found earlier over in Checkerboard Cave.
Mm-hmm.
Violet getting to see Mimic Cave now. Nothing that can be done about it at the moment.
Yeah. More often than not, I find that I see Mimic Cave and can't do anything.
Oh, this is a nice one. Laser bridge.
Interesting. Now,
Just giving us 20 so far.
in case something goes horribly wrong, we do have access to that Cane of Brine, which Violet has so graciously set up as ready to go.
We got a small key to pod. And another 20 rupees.
That is actually Violet's first pod key.
Oh my goodness, it is.
Oh,
No,
second.
second.
Okay.
Second pod key, okay.
I stand corrected. I guess I rather I sit corrected. I'm not doing this commentary standing up. You kidding me?
No, exactly.
Anybody gonna stand up for 2.5 hours, 3 hours straight? Nah. Not when you have the option.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so Violet also will be checking the well here. We know about some keys. There's just a GT small key and a Mire small key in here, and that's really the only things that are of any amount of relevance.
And
Lynn
Lynn
is using the
taking
Master Sword and the Fire Rod.
Yeah. Taking a few smacks, but doing well so far. Should be able to clear this up soon. There we go. Last hit.
Yo!
Ooh. Ooh, that feels bad. Violet passed on that earlier.
Well, I wouldn't say Violet passed on it, just Violet couldn't get Moth down with the equipment that was on hand, which is, to be fair, was a fairly difficult task.
And we're getting our first map check here. That's showing us pod being a crystal. Oh my goodness. It was so fast that I didn't catch anything else. Oh, swamp's a swamp's
Swamp's a pendant.
pendant. Ooh.
Looks like, so we had Misery Mire as the green pendant. Looked like Thieves Town was also a crystal. Lynn is going to get Laser Bridge taken care of. Yeah, I don't know if we actually mentioned out loud that it was the flute on Moth, but yeah. It was the flute on Moth. So Lynn's dealing with Laser Bridge, completing that, picking up another pod key, and piecing right the heck out.
And Violet here going into desert, main entrance. But no reason to take on any more of that. But now we're getting some Skullwoods checks on Violet's side.
I just realized what MSU's pack is being used here on Lynn's side. It's the pack from the 7th best Final Fantasy game, Bravely Default.
I do apologize that I've gone a little quiet. I'm eating a cookie.
Look, sometimes you just gotta eat a cookie.
Yeah, my stomach started to grumble, and there just happened to be a box of cookies near my computer.
Alright, back of Skullwood's entrance holds the chicken hut today. That is the fourth and final Turtle Rock key. You still need the big key, of course. Are we getting a ped check? We are getting a ped check. It's a B!
Ooh!
So, rip ped. And both runners actually doing a pedestal check roughly the same time. Very interesting that we're all roughly in the same location at the same time.
Yep. Well, with the with Skullwoods here, it's nice to get these checks out of the way.
Alright, the vanilla small key as expected.
The prophecy foretold.
A pedestal is a bee in a bottle. A bee in a bottle.
Just a little buzzy boy today.
Ten arrows on the right, on the left side there. And finally, bombs. So the only thing left for VioletPumpkin here will be the big chest.
Whenever that key comes out. If it does.
And of course the boss, because VioletPumpkin has not beaten the boss of Skullwoods. I was trying to figure out, why is it 6 out of 8? And I realized. Shout outs to pretty sick rupee counts all around. VioletPumpkin has exactly 2 to the 9th power. And then Lynn's digits are in geometric progression by powers of 2. 1, 2, 4, 8. So this is the powers of 2 time.
I appreciate this. I appreciate you, Doctor.
Sometimes I get distracted by math.
Me too. Me too, honestly.
Alright, Lynn picking up the purple chest. It looks like we got a thing. Well, I don't think I've seen such a wonderful thing as a game of Crosskeys played really well. But if you are like me, and you're playing badly, well then Crosskeys can seem much more like hell.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you for gracing us with your music. Your beautiful, beautiful music.
Not a problem. The flute is on Mothula, for those of you who didn't get to see it. Shoutouts to flatted 7th major chords. Alright, Palace of Darkness time for Lynn. We've got 4 keys. We can get a significant chunk of this dungeon. Now, I mean flatted 7th major, as in it was like if you're in the key of C, if you play B flat major. Sorry, it was just in the music there on Lynn's side. Which I think we're using Lynn's audio right now, so I'm not completely off topic. That's what I'm saying. Castle Tower Key in Pod. So that gives us access to the second item of Agate Tower. And we got boots.
Boots. Okay, that's very exciting.
Yeah, boots. Very nice to have. And of course, they unlock the Cane of Samaria in this seed, which is something you're going to want. If I were Lynn, I would get that Cane of Samaria for sure as soon as possible. Though, setting up some hammer
Violet's
here.
heading in now too.
Yep, Violet will be accessing the area at roughly the same time.
The cane is on library.
Yeah,
today.
Cane's at the library, which is at the archery game. And just for good measure, the archery game is at the library. Also, remember that mushroom we didn't want to find?
Yeah, we just found it, and I'm sure everybody's happy seeing that today. Oh! Lynn is not taking the chance on missing that.
Yeah, probably not heading directly for the potion shop, but just going to turn it in while you got the chance.
Now running for that Cane of Samaria.
Alright, so now, if you're Lynn, where do you go? That's where the powder was.
Yes. And we're doing dig spot over on Lynn's side now. See what's in the hole. Just some arrows.
Garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically just some sticks that somebody buried there.
They have like a little, flint on them. It's okay. A little arrowhead.
Sure. You just keep telling yourself that. I'm kidding.
I mean, some archaeologists would love to find that.
True. Alright, boots for VioletPumpkin. And a small key to Thieves Town for Lynn, which is interesting because we're kind of close to where Thieves Town is.
Yep. And going in there, that means that we don't have to abandon that big key chest.
Well,
that big
we
chest.
do if we don't find the hammer.
Oh, true. True.
Because lol hammer. VioletPumpkin is going to go ahead and forego the Harmless Hellway for now.
Violet picking up her mushroom and dipping right out of Palace of Darkness.
Alright, we're going to get ourselves a Bombos tablet check.
I gotta run for just like 1 minute and I'll be right back.
Alright, well, Lynn is into Turtle Rock now, using that Cane of Samaria to check some early chests here. Yeah, being portal conscious is an interesting thing in this. Alright, quick switch to the hook shot, and we are out of there. Got the Compass of Turtle Rock and the Swamp Big Key. So, Swamp Big Key could be nice to have, but again, no hammer yet. Lynn went ahead and refilled the magic. He's going to peace out, see where he decides to go next. Looks like it was an accidental portal. We'll be heading west from here. VioletPumpkin's still yet to pick up the Master Sword. Lynn not interested in upgrading the bomb capacity at the moment. I mean, given the large current amount of bombs, doesn't seem like it's that necessary. Early on, I like an upgrade, but we're late enough now, it's not really going to make much of a difference. So Lynn is going to check, find a small key on the pyramid, which I believe was to Ganon's tower. Yes. We can do a mirror to the top of the castle. I believe that Lynn has checked everything up here except the main entrance for the Agate Tower entrance. And that's just a shop. So Violet now finds the Thief Town small key as well. Now, we are in a scenario with that Thieves Town small key that the hammer could just end up being on blind, which is somewhat annoying, but could just be a thing. Yeah, right side GT is a thing as well. GT is a little bit out of the way, however, as you have to get all the way up to the top of Death Mountain.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
No problem.
And Violet is going back into Thieves Town now.
Alright, so we are going to see our first dip into the back of Thieves Town.
And Lynn is running towards the pod entrance.
Yep, I believe the pod entrance turned out to be straight Garbo. And I don't think we've seen the Mire big key. So you wouldn't be able to mirror to Mire and finish it, unfortunately. Despite having the Cane of Samaria already.
let's take a peek at what is in here in Thieves Town. In this top chest here. It's a big key to pod.
And with both keys to Thieves Town, the big and small one, that is in logic, regardless of whether you have the hammer. So we could have vanilla hammer, as somebody was saying earlier.
Oh, that would be dirty.
Now, there is, in fact, a big key door on the actual Vitreous room, unfortunately.
And Lynn just picked up our agreeable bug net at the ether tablet.
Alright, well, for those of you who were reminding us about Ganon's Tower, that's where Lynn is headed at the moment. Gonna head to the right-hand side.
And Violet is heading into that blind fight now. Well, Lynn is dodging tiles.
Yep, tile room it is. You know, in other modes, tile room is a meme. In Crosskeys, tile room is a rite of passage. You just do it. Unless for some reason you're in actual go mode, just trying to go through GT, which is rare but does occur.
And down goes Blind on Violet's side, giving her second crystal of the match.
The bridge they're referring to is the one where the key is, or sitting on the, where there's a chest sitting on the bridge. Okay, we got big keys of Desert and Skullwoods, as well as Bombos, it looked like, there in the right-hand side of GT. We do appear to be heading on to Ice Armos area. Okay, Violet going back to Skullwoods should be able to clear it now with a little more health and blue mail. An Ice Palace small key found in the big chest of Ganon's Tower, which could lead to a required Ice Palace dip.
Yep, that's important to see.
Lynn, you're not doing boomerang strats. You're not. Okay.
No.
Like,
Sword
no.
Flash is okay.
No. But yeah, the sword beam strats are actually really nice on Ice Armos here.
Yeah, Lynn, we know you're good, but you can't be that confident right now, really.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think you want to do 48 hits per Armos. Just sitting there. 12 hits is enough. Alright, so Violet takes care of Moth for Violet's third crystal. Ooh, Tempered Sword.
And there's another sword. Yes.
Alright, so that's going to do it for Ganon's Tower. Still finding two big keys, one for Desert, which is required if we have to beat Desert. One for Skull Woods, which is not as required unless there's something in that chest.
An hour and 35 minutes in, and still no hammer. And no bow either. That's pretty interesting.
Right, well, we're checking some King's Tomb bonk rocks here. Yeah, hammer and bow are basically it.
That's all that we need, yeah.
I mean, logic... Well, we need the Turtle Rock Big Key.
And we haven't had a connector bring us out of Mire yet, I don't believe. So, Quake might be required depending on where those last two items are hiding.
Hmm. Okay, speaking of two items, Linlinlin going back for the second item in Aga Tower.
Bold move.
I mean, there's not a whole lot left for him, I don't think. I mean, he hasn't done Thieves Town, but that's about it. Yo, it's a bow!
Okay, that's big. That's big. Yeah, that was quite the play on Lynn's side.
Looks
Going
like we're
back
gonna
in.
check the Vanilla Ice Palace entrance. Spike Cave.
Ooh, that is
Interesting, but inaccessible
doable
at the
this
moment.
point. Yeah, need the magic for it. Oh, and
Well, you need a hammer. That's the main
you
problem.
do need the hammer, don't you? Yes. Oops.
Yeah. The pegs in there make that pretty easy. What's hard to remember is that you also need a glove at the end. I've seen many people try to go through there with the hammer and like a magic item of some kind, and then just get bodied.
Oh. Head first into that massive rock.
Yeah, this room is not easy to do on Violet's side without an invincibility item or anything like that. And while she does have the Cane of Berna equipped, I'm not even sure she has enough magic to activate it. There's an activation cost, and I don't think that's a thing.
And Violet going into Isarmos now.
Alright.
With only a fighter sword. Oh.
Yeah, we did see that the pod big key was there in Thieves Town as well, so again, that could be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And keep in mind that although Lynn has turned in the mushroom, we definitely haven't seen what the item is. Alright, Violet's gonna pick up a Master Sword here, thank goodness.
Yep. Make life a bit easier. Yeah, she won't get her tempered sword until she probably takes a dip into swamp.
Violet gets dead rocked. All right. Thieves Town completed by Lynn.
Yep. Now we are tied up. 3 to 3 crystals.
Heading to the back of desert is Linlinlin. Which I was told at one point by chat that that's where this was. Because I didn't remember off the top of my head. Now, of course, logically, you would require the other small key to beat this dungeon, but nobody cares about logic at this point.
No, key logic is a strong suggestion, not a requirement.
Key logic is a myth, I believe, is the... No, not true.
Violet activating her flute now. And that was a very quick Landmola's fight, rewarding us with another 300 rupees. And
yet another crystal. So basically, we're down to Ice Palace or Eastern for the final crystal.
Yep. And now with that bow in hand, Lynn can finish up Eastern.
Yeah. I mean, we do need the hammer at some point. Just to beat Pod. But that's basically it that we need the hammer for. We need the Turtle Rock Big Key as well in order to get to Trinix. Yeah, I mean, Hammer and Ice Palace could very well be a thing. I think our runners will be less opposed to going into Ice Palace with the Cane of Samaria on hand.
Both of our runners just getting that map to Eastern over in Skull Woods. But if that map gets checked in the Light World, we will get the answer that we're looking for of, is Eastern a crystal or pendant?
I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see Lynn just go finish Eastern right here.
Ped has already been checked. It's a bee in a bottle today.
Desert big chest check here. Oh my goodness, Violet's going for the Ice Palace dip.
Big play.
The second Agate Tower key. How about no?
Yeah, that's, no, we don't need that.
How about we don't and say we didn't? And yes, Lynn is headed directly for Eastern Palace.
Getting red mail on Violet's side inside Ice Palace.
I believe there's only one drop down we haven't seen, and that is Magic Bat. Sitting at the GT entrance. Alright, Piece of Heart in the big key chest of Ice Palace. Lynn has not gone back to check the potion shop, to my knowledge. It is kind of out of the way.
Yeah, it's up on Light World Bumper Ledge.
Yeah. What the hints would have referred to as the Southwest Death Mountain Foothills Ledge.
Quite an apple.
Nothing preventing us from getting the GT climb. I mean, other than the fact that I think Lynn might be short a key potentially, and also the whole like not having a like just didn't have the bow the last time they went there. All right, Armos time. Oh, it's the hammer!
Are we officially in go mode now?
We need the Turtle Rock Big Key.
Yep. But we have all of the items, at least, that are required now to beat the game. So all we're hunting for is that key, which could easily be anywhere at all in the game. I vote...
So clearing pod seems like a good play.
Yep.
I would be tempted to go check the big chest, or maybe just save it for afterwards. Yeah, so there are plenty of hammerlock locations that we might have left where the Turtle Rock Big Key could be. My personal bane of my existence would be the Thieves Town Big Chest here.
Oh, yes. That would be nice.
As pointed out, Violet, having dipped some of Ice Palace there, it would be particularly annoying if it were in, say, the one hammerlock chest on the right-hand side. I think at this point, so GT is item dense. But I would be tempted to check Swamp on the way because it is kind of on the way.
Yeah, there are a few checks in there. As much as everybody hates it.
Yeah, Swamp is at the Spike Cave entrance, and then GT is at the Paradox Cave top. So you could, as you're climbing Death Mountain, go for Swamp and then come back up, but who knows?
How about validation chest?
Gross.
Can I be that cruel? Can I be even crueler and say
Magic Bat?
Magic Bat? Yes. Yes.
Butter! I believe left side beyond the Stolfo's room is 4 keys. Found Blind's hut here.
Nice item heavy. And nothing.
That must have been the Hammerlock house. I was like, what have we not seen? Right. Speaking of Hammerlocked, potion shop could be as well. Once again, we're kind of on an ice rod hunt, except in this case, it's the Turtle Rock Big Key, which is basically an ice rod. They both have the same application, Go Beat Trinex. Ooh. Here we go. Lynn checking the back of the old man's home, which I'm not entirely certain we've seen. Though we probably have. Might just be heading this direction. Oh yeah, that's a quick way to GT is what it is.
Oh yeah.
But we can also check the Turtle Rock entrance if we so desire.
Looks like it. Violet is taking a moment, trying to figure out where she wants to go now.
Mire Shed inside Turtle Rock. What do we have?
2 items, so we're getting some bombs and piece of heart. That's it.
Garbage.
Violet seems to have lost a location. She is double checking entrances right now.
That is in fact less than ideal.
Yeah, she does not use a map tracker, and sometimes it gets the best of her.
Yeah, that's gonna be a yikes for me. I mean, I used to do that, but I quickly found out that was, not the world's greatest idea.
Yeah, Violet has a very good sense when it comes to picking up on routing, and she's generally very, very good at remembering it. The fact that she does not use a map tracker at all blows my mind. But there have been a couple of matches that I have seen where she loses one location and she finds herself rechecking things. And it seems to be what's happening right now.
Right. Now, interestingly enough, Lynn did find another Ganon's Tower key in the Stalfos room here. So, should be good on keys all the way through. Also appears that we found the Tower of Hera small key, which is not the first thing you want to see.
Nope. Hera basement is a little out of the way.
VioletPumpkin's heading into the Mire entrance here. Can't quite do anything else without the big key, though.
No, she's just checking entrances now. It's a little bit of nerves. Something slipped her mind, and she knows what she's looking for. She just doesn't know where it is anymore.
Yeah, Eastern makes sense.
Well, she doesn't have a bow yet.
Oh yeah, no bow. That's right. Oh, maybe looking for the Aga Tower entrance. Probably not. Alright, so Lynn decided to check the left side of GT and then leaving the climb for later as we're headed for Swamp, it looks like.
Oh, she's diving right into Turtle Rock. We'll see.
This would be an interesting place for the Turtle Rock Big Key to be. in the Crystal Roller Room in Turtle Rock.
Yep, this could be a saving grace here. She still needs to find that bow, though. And the hammer. She doesn't know where those are yet.
And nothing doing.
Yeah, there is a chance that she could get bailed out on that bow find.
I get the feeling it's in here, though. Here in Swamp.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a whole lot left to be checking. It is unfortunate that she's kind of lost herself here.
Alright, so Lynn checking the compass chest of Swamp. Still looking for just the Turtle Rock Big Key.
Nope. Nope. Still
Going to the
nothing.
back first here.
Nobody ever wants left side swamp. Ever.
Yeah, actually, both runners, I believe, went back for the skull with the big chest.
Yes, it was just a map to Eastern Palace.
Alright, well, there's a final...
Mire!
Oh! So we found another pod key and a Mire big key, not Turtle Rock, unfortunately.
Yes, this is most definitely the...
Ooh, and there's the
Crosskeys
Desert Small
first.
Key, which gives us access to a couple more locations there. And it's Argus time.
Shouldn't take too long. We're using a hook shot and sword slashes.
Ice Rod strats, hello.
Very nice. Down goes Argus, and there is 50 rupees and another pendant.
So does Lynn go back for the left side, or does he bail and head elsewhere? He's going back in.
Oh, Violet, I feel so bad. I just keep looking over and Violet's just walking in door after door. Oh.
Alright. So, because Lynn decided to go left, or to the back first, gonna have to do the old-fashioned left side play. No diver down shenanigans or anything like that.
Oh, come on, Violet. I believe that you can find a Hickus Tower. It's where you need to be.
Alright, we're gonna see the left two chests of Swamp. We have bombs.
Agus Tower was over Dark Side Shopping Mall, so a
I think it was
save and
Light
quit-
Side Shopping Mall. It was under the lift.
No, I believe it's Dark Shopping Mall. Because a save and quit to Old Man will take you out that bombable wall at Dark Side Shopping Mall, and I believe Agus Tower is underneath the rock.
Yeah, I thought it was underneath the rock on the light side, but I could be making that up. All right. So VioletPumpkin is going to take a hot minute to get her bearings, and Lynn is going to find some garbage behind the desert small key.
Yeah, I think Violet is kind of just wrapping her mind around where it is that she can go, or where she might need to. Oh, unfortunately, folks, we just got notification that VioletPumpkin has forfeit the match.
Rip indeed. Now, don't get me wrong, Lynn still does have to finish this match, or it doesn't count as a win.
Oh, okay, so that's good. We do get to still see this full seed play out, however unpleasant this seed has been.
Yeah, because if both runners forfeit the seed, then it's a tie, and they gotta play another one.
Yes. Yes, GG's to Violet. It's been a very well fought tournament.
Oh, come on, game!
Oh no! Oh, that bow. Ugh.
So yeah, the second bow was hammer-locked.
Yeah, this just goes to show how confusing cross keys can be, and how even the best of players can have an off day.
So yeah, this is what happens when you forget where something you're looking for is in cross keys, and it can be a huge pain.
Yes, most definitely. And after so much time, it's one of those things. Now, she does seem to be doing a little runaround for us, so that's nice to see. Gives us something to keep on screen.
Alright, Lynn is now headed for the big key chest of pod, which I believe VioletPumpkin already checked. But we can also see the big chest of pod, which we haven't seen yet.
Let's see what's in that big pod chest today.
Lol, just a shield.
Just the red shield. Nothing exciting. Still on the hunt for that big key.
I told you it was in the light world.
Oh! Whoops.
I'm just being that guy. But yeah, this was Hookshot Cave.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? Ah.
Oh my goodness, we are getting the mushroom check.
Is it really that bad? Nope. Violet
we're gonna get a
that
mimic
same bit
cave.
of information.
Yeah, so Lynn's gonna go for Mimic Cave here.
Oh, this is one that you gotta remember to go back to once you get that hammer.
Oh, and we can also check Spike Cave, which I think was in the Ice Palace main entrance.
Yes, it was. Yep. Lynn is having a bit of a time with those mimics. Just a compass to Thieves' Town in Mimic Cave today.
Yeah, Lynn did not climb Ganon's tower, that is correct. And speaking of Spike Cave...
Let's see if this is the answer that we need. Or if the climb. It could still be the magic bag. Ooh! It is not Spike Cave. Uh-oh.
Right, starting from the old man again. What do we get? Right, heading toward the Eastern Palace area. Oh, are we going to Vidi? I think we're going to Vidi. Well, I mean, probably Big Chest first, but... Alright. Into Misery Mire.
Yep.
Now, just to reiterate, Misery Mire, we also know, is in fact the green pendant. So, not only can we get 2 items from the remaining locations within Misery Mire, but there's also that extra item from turning in the green pendant at Zazrala.
Oh, yes. Yeah, so that's the choice. That
Which
is a choice.
I do not, off the top of my head, remember where that was.
Oh my goodness. They found Saha pretty early.
Yeah, Thieves' Town Big Chest is also a thing. That's gross. You know, I don't think we have seen Mini Moldworm Cave.
No, we haven't seen Mini Moldworm Cave.
And at this point, I think it has to be... Well, it's either Pyramid Fairy, which we can't get to without beating Thieves Town or Turtle Rock anyway, or Misery Mire entrance, which we would need the Quake Medallion for, or the actual GT entrance, which we couldn't get to without beating Turtle Rock anyway.
Okay, so there is only one chance that it could be in there, which is if it is in Misery Mire entrance and we are able to find Quake Medallion.
In before Quake on Vidi.
Oh, yes.
Aww. So there's a lot of little one-off checks. There's this one. There's also Tower of Hera, big key chest, Thieves Town big chest. Just a lot of garbage.
Yep. But it's all that we have left, really. Just a bunch of
Sazrala as well, which I honestly cannot remember where it is. It looks like Lynn is probably headed for the GT climb here.
I mean, I'd probably go...
I messed that up.
Yeah.
I was confusing two different connectors. You want to go through the back of the old man if you're going to GT.
Here we go.
There it is.
Bombs! Oh. Alright. Magic Bat it is.
Yeah, we actually had the library and the bow game switch places. And the library also had the Cane of Samaria on it, so there's that. Alright, so now we're going to the top of GT, probably. Alright, time to climb.
Alrighty.
Wait, you can have different MSU stuff for just the climb? Okay.
Oh yeah, you can change everything to be different tracks. So you can mix all your MSUs. It doesn't all have to be one pack. You can kind of mix and match your own. And we get to see Violet now going into Agate Tower.
Alright, so a nice speedy... Oh, this is like... This music that's being used here is like super hype music for the climb, and it would motivate me so well, you don't even know.
Yeah, it's pretty hype.
Alright, Violet has now acquired the bow, finally.
Oh.
Now, again, Violet has officially forfeit the race, so there's not much consequence there, but again, it is nice to know that she can finish this out.
Yes, it's nice, and it definitely helps us because it does give us something to watch while we're waiting for Lynn to clue everything up as well.
Alright, so we are fast approaching the 4 items at the top of Ganon's tower, plus the 5th one behind it. Oh, Ice Palace debated again!
No! Do we have every big key now except for Turtle Rock? Yes, we do.
The debate is in fact real.
A small key to pod. Ooh. Oh, I wonder who rolled this seed.
The cape at the top of GT. There you go. Congratulations.
Sorry about that. It wasn't invalidation chest.
Nope.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Ooh, the triple shot. Unfortunately, Aga's normal projectiles not cooperating for a quick cycle, but 4 cycles there, 3-1-1-1. I'm sure the 26 out of 27 is due to the torch. I don't imagine the torch was acquired. All right, time for some magic bat.
Is this the answer? Is this the answer? Let's see, big key.
Nope.
No! Oh goodness. It's in a big chest, or it's in Mini Moldorm Cave, which is inside Mire entrance.
Alright, so we're going to have to keep looking. So basically, in terms of locations that are left, we're looking at stuff like Thieves Town Big Chest, Tower of Hera Big Key Chest, Ice Palace. There are 2 locations in Ice Palace that Lynn has not checked. I believe that's where Lynn is headed next.
With 2 locations not checked, it's pretty much the most item dense location we have left.
It beats the one everywhere else.
Yep.
No, Hera Basement I don't believe has happened.
Nope, no Hera basement check yet.
The pedestal said, "I will sting your enemies a few times." That's what it said. It's a bee in a bottle. Yeah, I was gonna mention something about not electing to kill Cold Stare when Lynn came in here the first time, but I figured, it wasn't in logic, and you never know. The final Ganon's Tower small key.
Oh my goodness. This will never end.
That is legit proof that the Ice Palace, or that the upstairs of GT, other than the final chest, requires only 3 GT small keys.
Seed Roller is getting called out in chat.
Everyone's like, Quake on, boss.
Yep. Oh.
And
down
get wrecked, Cold Stare.
Yep, that was fast. Let's see. A heart container. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Alright, so we're down to Thieves Town and Hera. Unless there's something else I'm not thinking of. Clearly there is, because this is neither of those things.
Okay, I have to admit that the item collection in this is going to be ridiculous.
Oh, okay. Lynn's going for the chest in Turtle Rock, the crystal roller room.
Oh, yeah. Get ready to be disappointed, Lynn.
Violet finishing off Helmasaur, getting another sword. Oh, it was Swamp, the sword in Swamp that Violet hasn't gotten.
Yeah.
Alright, we're seeing the Thieves Town big chest.
Okay. I mean, how far do we have to go?
I think the only thing left after this one is the Hera tile room.
Yeah.
Which is even more of a pain to get to.
All of this is a pain. This is very painful.
Nope.
Oh no. Oh no.
I mean, Lynn is he is on a team for the league,
He's on a thing.
and he might be living up to his name here.
Yeah. Ah. all of these locations are not the last one.
Yep, and Lynn heading directly now for the Tower of Hera chest. And if we want this to be like the ultimate troll, we'll see.
That medallion.
Yeah, the Quake medallion here.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, and
Oh,
Lynn gets bodied slightly by the tile there.
Oh, rip. And there it is. So it wasn't, well, I guess it was the last location because we didn't get Quake.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second there, but I'm assuming we found the silly key.
Yes, the silly key was in the basement.
Yeah, and I was like, Lynn, where are you going? He did the thing I did. He forgot which one went to the West Dark World and which one went to Death Mountain.
Yep. And here we go. Finally going to defeat Trinex and on to beat Ganon.
Yeah. Well, we might have something like the Quake medallion being in the big chest here, which we would never see. And then, of course, because the fact that we can beat Turtle Rock here, Mini Moldrum Cave could just be in one of those other two locations, Pyramid Ferry or Gen's Tower proper.
True. Very true. And this is going to be quite a quick Trinex fight. And there we go, our 7th crystal for Linlinlin. And 10th dungeon.
Lots and lots and lots of dungeons, y'all.
This was most definitely an oops all dungeons.
Yeah. I mean, 11 if you count GT, right?
Yes, that's true. GT was cleared in its entirety.
Lynn is going for the Ganon fight. This will be over rather soon.
Yeah, butter swords, silvers, full load of half magic. Everything you could ever want to beat Ganon, except for your sanity.
Lynn could get the triple here. Got it.
And there we go. Down goes Ganon to finish off our loser bracket finals. Get your GGs in chat for Linlinlin, who will be going off to face Andy in the grand finals of our 2020 Cross-World Key Sanity Tournament.
And very, very nicely done. Official time, 2 hours, 31 minutes, and 32 seconds. And I believe it sounds like we have also been joined by Lynn already. Congratulations on finishing that seed. Good Lord, what was that?
What was that? I mean, the thing is, for the TRP key, I just didn't want to go to my area without the Quick Medallion, because I knew I had Mini Waldorf Cave left.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I'll just look for the Quick Medallion maybe, so I can do both. But
Yes.
turns out, I'm pretty sure it's just in GT or Pyramid Fairy, and then there's nothing in my, basically.
Yeah, probably.
That was rough. That was so rough.
I don't remember what that Castle Tower key was, but that's not very good. Like,
You don't remember what was?
the Castle Tower key to get the bow.
Oh, right.
The first Castle Tower key.
Mire, I think?
No. I wanted to buy it pretty early, so I would have gotten that one super early. Like, that bow, I would have gotten it super early if I did have.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, no, it was Pod. It was on the... It was the bridge chest in Pod.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and Pod was... To get there, even though you did some sort of black magic to get to the right-hand side, there was... It still wasn't possible to get there without the hammer, so... Or extra keys.
And we are also joined now by VioletPumpkin. GG's, Violet.
GG's.
Jeez.
What a seed, oh dear lord.
I don't really know what
You
happened.
can say that again.
Apparently Violet lost something, lost entrances or whatever, and just couldn't figure out where to go.
Yeah.
That's the thing with Crosskeys.
Yep. It is. It happens sometimes.
It happened to me last tournament, so I can feel it. It feels really bad. So yeah, I know how I can know how you feel, because it happened to me in last tournament and I got eliminated super early. But yeah, it's Crosskeys.
Yep. And like even if by some miracle, like I did keep on playing afterwards, but even if I had technically won it, I would have still ceded the win to you, because like I was willing.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate you doing that for us, just to keep something showing on screen there. Thanks a lot for that.
Yeah, no
And it's
problem.
definitely good just to figure out where the locations are, you know? It's nice that you kind of still went through it to figure out where it was you were supposed to go.
Yeah, the main thing I had missed was Swamp Palace, which was kind of deja vu from my last match against Andy, but unlike that time, I had absolutely no idea where it could have been.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what
Swamp?
Swamp.
Yeah, Swamp was Spike Cave.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I just figured one of the things I needed was in there, and that's why I was floundering. And even though I knew there were other locations, including where the bow eventually was.
That being said, I think Swamp was complete garbage, or was the Hera small key in there?
Oh, the Hera Smoky was in there. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, because the Hera small key was required for the Turtle Rock big key, unfortunately.
Really? I think I just got the Hera small key. Wasn't it the
Oh.
top of GT?
Oh yeah.
I might be wrong
Oh,
here.
oh, okay. Oh, that climb was required. Okay.
Yeah, so swamp
Yeah.
wasn't the thing. It was that bow and agate tower. That was what was really
Yeah, and the other one is
preventing me
actually
from progressing.
the other one being also hard locked by the hammer. So
Yeah, it was in Ice Palace in that chest locked behind the hammer.
And yeah, the hammer was on Armos in Eastern. So
Yep.
it was
Kind
gross.
of a crazy sequence.
Yeah, that was quite a match. Oh my goodness. GG's to both of you for getting so far into this competition and absolutely blowing minds throughout this whole thing. It's been amazing to watch both of you play throughout this whole tournament. And unfortunately, Violet, your run comes to an end here, but top 3, that's nothing to shake a stick at.
I'm definitely very happy with that I made it this far. I really didn't think I'd make it this far in my predictions for the brackets. I tried to be a little optimistic, and even that was well short of making it this far. So, congratulations, Lynn, and
Yeah.
I hope it's a great finals.
yeah, thanks. GG's again. Great tournament. Like.
What can I say? I do love me some cross keys.
Alright, ready to wrap up?
Yeah.
Yep, just about.
Alright, any final words from the runners?
It's just a little banter. I mean, I'm against Andy again, and I'll get him this time. I hope he's watching. Nah, it's just like some kind of healthy rivalry, I would say. So
Sure.
I like taunting him a little bit, so it's fine. That's it. I just wanted to say that.
Awesome.
We like that. We like that attitude.
Alright, and with that, I want to thank our runners, Linlinlin and VioletPumpkin, for putting on the awesome race for us. Thank you to our commentators, Dr. Bob Tastic and B. Liberal, for guiding us through this thing. And thank you to our trackers, Iker and Validity, for tracking, keeping the tracker updated for us. Coming up on ZSR right now over on the main channel, we have the Ocarina of Time Bingo Tournament Grand Finals. We're going to go raid them in just a second. Tomorrow at 2 p.m., we have the Link's Awakening DX 100% Tournament Grand Finals between Bamboo Shadow and Say. And then on Tuesday at 9 p.m., we have the Zelda 2 Randomizer Weekly Race. On Wednesday at 4 p.m., we have a Minish Cap Randomizer Tournament match between Johnny Game Show 56 and myself. And on Thursday, another Minish Cap Rando race between Glitch Witch and Nimbus 125. There will probably, of course, be more matches added to the schedule as they get scheduled and figured out, including the Cross Keys match between Linlinlin and Andy. So look out for that. And with that, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had a fantastic time and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.